In a shocking turn of events, heavyweight contender Joyce suffered a crushing loss to Hrgovic in a fight that had fans questioning if the juggernaut is past his prime. The once undefeated Joyce, who had built a reputation for his iron chin and relentless pressure, looked like a shell of himself inside the ring. Was this the moment the heavyweight division officially moved on from Joyce? Or could there be more to this devastating defeat than meets the eye? Joyce, who once seemed destined for a world title shot, now finds himself on the ropes, literally and figuratively, after a one-sided defeat that raised doubts about his future in boxing. With a lackluster performance and a series of unanswered punches, Joyce couldn't keep up with Hrgovic's cleaner, sharper boxing. The big question is, can Joyce recover from this brutal setback, or is this the beginning of the end for his championship aspirations? He was once unstoppable, a juggernaut in the ring, but last night, Joyce looked like a shadow of his former self. Fans were left stunned and disappointed as the 2016 Olympic silver medalist suffered yet another blow to his career. Joyce lost a 10-round unanimous decision to Croatian powerhouse Hrgovic in a fight that not only highlighted his declining form, but also raised serious questions about his future in the heavyweight division. The bout took place at the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester, England, and it was anything but the comeback performance Joyce needed. From the opening bell, it was clear that neither fighter was at their peak. Both appeared cautious and sluggish, with Hrgovic slightly sharper in his offense. He landed more precise shots in the first 2 rounds, while Joyce, known for his resilience and pressure, was uncharacteristically wild. Most of his punches sailed through the air without connecting, and he began to show swelling around his left eye, which hinted at early trouble for the British boxer. In the 3rd round, Joyce showed a flash of his old self by landing a right hand that opened a cut above Hrgovic's left eyebrow. The crowd erupted, hoping it would be the turning point in the fight. However, Hrgovic remained composed and didn't let the cut affect his performance. He stayed technical, focused, and calculated, while Joyce still looked off rhythm and desperate to land something meaningful. Midway through the fight in rounds 6 and 7, Joyce seemed to find a second wind. He became more active and managed to land more punches than in the previous rounds. His pace picked up slightly, and there was a glimmer of hope that he might stage a comeback. But Hrgovic, staying consistent, didn't let Joyce fully regain control. In the 8th round, he adjusted quickly and outworked Joyce once again, showing superior timing and sharper combinations. The 9th round was a turning point. Just a minute in, Hrgovic landed a solid right-hand flush on Joyce's chin, and it visibly buckled his knees. Joyce wobbled, clearly hurt, but managed to stay on his feet. It was a dangerous moment that underlined how much punishment his body had already taken throughout the bout. In the final round, both fighters had their moments, exchanging punches with intensity, but Hrgovic remained in control overall. When the final bell rang, there was little doubt. Hrgovic had won the fight convincingly. The judges agreed, awarding Hrgovic the unanimous decision. While Hrgovic walks away with a solid victory that keeps him in title contention, Joyce now faces tough questions. His performance showed he may no longer be the same force he once was, and fans and analysts alike are wondering whether it's time for him to consider stepping away from the sport or drastically reevaluating his approach. Joyce's decline wasn't just physical, it looked mental too. The once relentless pressure fighter, known for breaking down his opponents with sheer durability and volume, seemed hesitant. He wasn't cutting off the ring like he used to, and his timing felt off from the start. It almost looked like he was second-guessing himself, unsure whether to charge forward or hang back. Against someone as disciplined and technically sound as Hrgovic, that hesitation was costly. Hrgovic, on the other hand, showed why he's still considered one of the dark horses in the heavyweight division. Even when faced with a dangerous and experienced opponent like Joyce, he remained composed and stuck to his game plan. He didn't take unnecessary risks, instead choosing to pick his shots and exploit the openings Joyce kept offering. While he didn't go for a knockout, he didn't need to. The scorecards were always swinging in his favor thanks to his cleaner work and ring control.